Tourism is so important to almost every country's bottom dollar. If you think about it, no matter if they're a rich country or a poor country, all because it's money coming from outside pouring into your country. In other words, it's a great proposition for your country, unlike importing and exporting goods, which takes a lot of money to do so. When people come to your country, generally, they're coming to enjoy what you already have to offer. So they're just coming to see and enjoy what you have. Now, sure, there's investments that come into the tourism sector, mostly by the private sector, where entrepreneurs build hotels and resorts and other activities to cater towards tourists. But all in all, it's money from the outside coming in. So during the pandemic, everyone felt the brunt of COVID in terms of their bottom line when it comes to tourism not being at its height. But there are a few places where Americans throughout the pandemic were able to go to, and I want to talk to you about that ahead. Hey guys, David Durant here. This is your travel channel when it comes to all things travel. And on this channel is my job to encourage people to get out there, to create their own experiences and to form their own opinions. So during the pandemic, we all been affected. All of us travelers who normally would be all around the world and all around the country, some of it came to a halt. Some of us had to go the other way and just try to figure it out. A lot of countries shut their doors to Americans or to their neighbors in order to tame down the virus from getting out further to their population. But places that were more welcoming to Americans, there were a few, and at different points they started to open up. But definitely Aruba was one of those that still allowed Americans to come. Later they put some type of requirements to do so, but still had their doors open. There was Croatia came later about, Eastern Europe, but Mexico has for the most part been open to Americans. And Mexico, this is strangely enough, they've in the month of March, they've seen close to 700,000 visitors, which is 5% up from 2019. During this time, they've seen more tourists go there, because of the pandemic and because they opened their doors to people. That made a lot of sense, because if your options slim down and then all of a sudden you're like, Mexico is very close. If you're in the US or Canada, Mexico is a great option for the proximity. I can understand why it's 5% up when normally people are free to go in and out the way they want. When the world is open, you have more options to do so. So that's interesting. Another interesting thing is in Cancun area, they're saying that the levels of COVID are soaring, but the bookings as well for the whole summer, they're continuing to soar as well. So in the local area, they're trying to put certain things in place, certain curfews for bars and stuff to close early. So typically what people go to Cancun and these areas for, it won't be the same as pre-COVID. So people gotta wait it out. But I think people are willing to take the chance because they're hoping for some flexibility. They're hoping to get some good weather. They're hoping to get some cheap activities, whatnot, to really enjoy themselves. So people are still booking in hopes that it will get better. If you remember during the whole pandemic, you saw a lot of pictures and videos about people going to Tulum. That was the hot spot. It was between Tulum and Cancun. Now, if you want to get to Tulum, you have to fly into Cancun, CUM, airport code. You fly into there and then you take transportation for over an hour to reach Tulum. So a lot of people were going there, and it was that thing that became really popular during the pandemic, going to Tulum. So yeah, they're continuing to get bookings throughout the summer, and I see no stopping in it, because slowly but surely things opening up, but it's going to be this new thing of whether you not only have COVID tests, but are you vaccinated. So that's going to be the new barrier that's going to happen in some capacity. Are you vaccinated? So we'll see, but this is what's going on so far. So if you want to go to Mexico, it is open. Just obviously everyone's going to be careful, continue to be careful. We're all doing the same thing for over a year now. So I hope you enjoy yourself. So until next time, Dave Durang, I'm Global, over and I'll see you.